This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you.
Hey guys, it's me Travis with PlayerProps.ai. We continue our crazy football streak. If you paid attention to the words that came out of my mouth for Saturday, or for actually no, not Saturday, Sunday, for both of Sundays, AFC video and NFC video for the championship games, guess what? You have a lot more money than what you started with before this weekend. We are now on 13 straight days of not profiting on football. So 13 straight days of profiting on football. And before that, we were on 26 straight days. So to kind of zoom out a little bit, if you're like, why are people signing up for PlayerProps.ai? Why is it winning all these awards? Why did it win the contest to make it the most accurate NFL prediction, prop prediction app? Like, how are all these things happening? Well, I'm literally showing you in these videos, in the last 41 days of your life, the shows we do for football, there's only been 2 days we didn't profit in the last 41 days. Do you understand that there's no person or company on planet Earth that can say that? Do you understand what we're doing is so much different and so much greater than anybody else on the planet? There's a reason why this app exists. There's a reason why the guidelines exist. There's a reason why Discord is mandatory to get into. There's a reason why the guidelines are mandatory to follow. Because they work. The last 41 days, there has not been a losing day of football more than twice. Let that sink in. We got one more day, of course, the Super Bowl, but this is not just a football thing. This is across all sports. We crush all sports. We crush sports betting because we know what you're doing wrong, and we know how we can teach you to do it right. As long as you want to be a better bettor, we can make you a better bettor. The only way you can fail is by not trying. Success equals effort. If you don't put in the effort, if you don't follow the guidelines, that's pretty much it. If you don't follow the guidelines, then you not having success is your fault because we have guidelines to make it not that way. So, again, you don't have an option. If you're gonna be successful in sports betting and you're gonna use this app, you're gonna be in the Discord. I don't care if you don't want to be in the Discord, you're going to be in the Discord because that is how we help expedite your success with sports betting. That is how we make sure that you understand the guidelines. That is where you ask for help whenever you need help on a daily basis. That's where you ask for feedback. Oh, hey, I saw this play on the app. Does this look good? 22,000 people in there right now would be like, yeah, that does look good. Or no, that doesn't look good because you're not considering X, Y, Z. Discord's mandatory. Stop being a baby. Join it. We have three new features that we're going to unveil here on the show. So let's go through those first. We did this one, I want to say 2 days ago. We added the personal ban list. This was something that a good chunk of you guys were requesting. So let's say you play Ryan a lot, and then every time you play him, he doesn't work out for you. So you want to put him on the ban list. What does that mean? It means you're literally banning him from your view. So you see here this flag. So it used to be just the star. This is if you want to favorite this specific bet. But if you just hate this guy and you don't want to bet on him at all, you click on this flag here. So now, look, we don't see him. But if you want to see him and still keep him on the ban list, you can go to the filter option here on the left. You see where it says hide banned players, just untoggle that and then click apply. So it shows Ryan again, but you see this flag is still red, so it'll just remind you he's on your ban list, but you can still see his stuff. So you have the option of not seeing them together or just kind of creating that little note in the top right, like, hey, just remember, you don't really like this guy. So that's another feature there. And then, of course, if you want to see every player that's on your ban list, that's why we have the stuff up here. If you want to see every bet on your favorite list, you click this guy. If you want to see every player on your ban list, click this one here. So right now, there's one player, NBA basketball player, Ryan, and then you just click this or this to clear it. And then now we don't have any players on the ban list. Or of course, you just can click him or click it again to not ban list them. It works the same way as clicking on the favorite list. So that's the feature the first feature, feature number 1. The second feature is another thing that you guys have been asking. So the people that are actually trying to do better and are in the Discord and are actually trying to follow the guidelines for the checklist, which is what you should run through for every prop. There's 6 checks. It's in the Discord. If you don't know what the checklist is, go to the checklist channel on Discord. Free to view channel has the checklist. View it. Check number 6 on the checklist. This is very important for NBA. Is there blowout potential? So what we do, which you've seen on the NBA shows we've been doing, is we go to the spread predictor and we're like, okay, what's the spread of this game? Is it a double-digit spread? You might want to stay away from doing overs on double-digit spreads. But then now that everybody that's actually trying to do better is following these guidelines, one of the things they were mentioning is, well, Travis, no, I understand this and I'm doing it, but we have to go all the way to the spread predictor and then all the way back to the prop predictor. Is there any way where we don't have to go to the spread predictor to see the spread? So, ladies and gentlemen, we heard you and we added that in as well. That is why under Ryan's name you see a +2.5. So what the spread is, so I don't know if you guys, I assume you know this, but in case you didn't know this, when it says the matchup here, Charlotte versus Philadelphia, the first team is the team that the player is playing on. So it's not just away versus home. It's just the player's team, which is Charlotte, and the team he's playing versus Philly. Now down here, you see Orlando, not versus, but Orlando at Cleveland. So that tells us that Orlando's the away team. At Cleveland means it's going to be at Cleveland. They're the home team. Here, if we see versus, that means the player's team is the home team. So what this spread is it's tied to the opponent side because it just looks better. The opponent's always going to be listed second. Players team's first, opponent second. So I go, if opponent's always going to be the second team shown, let's just show the spread of the opponent. So it doesn't mean it's the home team spread. It doesn't mean it's the spread of the away team. It's just the spread of the opponent. So Philadelphia is +2.5 in this game. Cleveland's -5.5 in this game. Portland's +8.5 in this game. So now you don't have to go back and forth. You can tell, is there blowout potential or not? It's not predicting the side that's going to cover. It's not predicting that. It is just showing you the spread of the opponent. You still have to go to the spread predictor if you're looking to bet the spread. So that's feature number 2. Now, let's go to feature number 3. So you click on a player, it'll pull up the player card. And you know how to look at the rosters, right? You click this little I button here. But you see, rosters look a little different. Now, this is going to be sexified a little bit, but this is version 1.0 of the new rosters. So here's how it works in a nutshell. We have a new column, L10, stands for last 10. LaMelo Ball, 25, 48, and 10 in parentheses. So what does this mean? This part here first. Out of the last 10 games the Charlotte Hornets have played, LaMelo Ball has played in all 10 of them. 10 for 10 in games played. Out of those 10 games, he has averaged 24 minutes and 48 seconds each game. Now, the reason why we created this is people have been seeing, if you don't pay attention to NBA or you don't pay attention to NHL, you can still easily use this app to print money and you don't necessarily have to know the sport. But I had a handful of people saying, I guess the question was asked, how do we know if somebody's like a normal starter and not a normal starter? I don't know anybody's name. I don't pay attention to NBA, so I don't know the Charlotte Hornets. So how do I know if this guy's playing or not is a big deal? Is he even a starter? So we wanted to make sure that we showed you how many games, for injury's sake, how many games in the last 10 the players have played. And then for minutes, like if you see somebody that's averaging 25 plus, over 25 minutes, essentially they are a starter. They can technically not be a starter. They can be like a sixth man. So the first person comes off the bench can still normally play 25 minutes a game, but it's just a signal that they're more than likely a starter. They're getting enough minutes where they're getting starter minutes. We'll just say that. But then we see Brandon Miller here. He has a 9. So why does he have a 9? Same reason why we said he has a 10. In the last 10 games that the Charlotte Hornets have played, Brandon Miller's played in 9 of them. So it tells you. So we see here, Plumlee, KJ Simpson, 0-0. So what does that tell us? In the last 10 games the Charlotte Hornets have played, These two guys have not played in any of them. So if it's 0 and they have 0 minutes, it's just going to show like this. This is essentially the same thing as saying 0 minutes, 0 seconds, 0 games played. So we know, okay, are they, if somebody's projected, let's say Brandon Miller has 29.6, but here shows 1. I want to go back and I want to check him again. Is this his first game back from injury? Because it kind of also helps you to see how many games people are playing recently. Are they banged up? Are they not banged up? And it works the same way. I'll go to NHL here in a second. Works the same way for NHL. They don't necessarily track minutes. They track time on ice. It is minutes, but it's just called time on ice. But yeah, it works the exact same way. Last 10 games played. So out of the last 10 games, so this is common. This is not necessarily injury. This is just common with hockey, where it's very, very rare for a goalie to start every single game. Jonathan Quick is probably one of the more popular goalies, one of the better goalies in the league, but he still only played 6 of the last 10 team games. There's been a secondary goalie, a second string goalie that's filled in for 4 games. But goalies, when they play, they're typically in the net the entire time. Then we have, so we go to this guy down here, Brennan. He's only averaged 10 minutes on ice, maybe round up 11 minutes, but he's really only played the last 6 games. This guy's only played the last 3 games. So it just helps to highlight how many minutes on average are they getting when they actually play, and then how many games in the last, 10 games have they played. So those are the 3 features. Personal ban list, new roster to show minutes in games played to help paint a picture there, and then showing spread on the predictor so you don't have to bounce back and forth to see if it's going to be a blowout or not. We're always adding new things. Our dev team is working daily on making things better and on making new things. So I have some people focused on making things better, some people focusing on making new things. We're always looking to make the app better and better. And if you were to go back to version 1.0 and compare the differences, I would say probably like 80% of the new things we've added were based on customer feedback. There's a channel in the Discord that's called Suggestions. It's like a Discord bot. So you type like /suggest in this channel and hit the space bar, and it's like, okay, type your suggestion here. It takes that suggestion, it puts it into a channel for VIPs to vote on. And if there's something getting an insane amount of green check marks or thumbs up for suggestion, like, okay, it seems like a lot of people want this one. It's very important that if you think there's something that would elevate the app for every user, to suggest it. And if it's something we can do in a short period of time, you might see it in a short period of time. It's something that's going to take a lot of work. Maybe we'll add it on later down. So those are the 3 things I want to talk about. Now let's focus on NBA to get this win streak going. We hit our NBA show last week. If you played that one and listened to all the words came out of my mouth, you made profit. I think that was on Friday we did the NBA show. But we start on points. Take away the babies. So now we know how many games there today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a pretty good slate, 7 games. So we have a good handful of people here that have a non-baby line and are, let's see what the difference is here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This technically is a kind of a new feature, I guess you can say. So this little red thing here, it's a very small font, but it says B2B. So what B2B is saying that this player played yesterday and they're also playing today. We've also added this, I believe, for the team tools as well. This is something we announced a couple weeks ago, but it wasn't working how we wanted to, so we kind of turned it off and worked on it more, but I'm pretty sure it's 100% good to go now. Yeah, let's just kind of focus on difference here. Denny, the best scorer for Portland, is versus Boston. 8.5 spread. Projections got what, 2, 4, almost a full 4 points higher. Jaylen Brown's got almost a full, but 4.5 points higher. But again, he's versing a red, so we're not going to touch that. He's got orange, potentially being considered here. Orange, Anthony Black, 2.2 points higher than his line. I think after Anthony Black, it just gets smaller and smaller. So let's look at if there's anything on the underside. Naz Reid, back-to-back. Last 2 weeks, Golden State's defense has been the absolute best in stopping opposing centers from scoring points. Naz Reid is a 3-point shooting center. He does shoot threes decently. But going 11th for the season on defending centers scoring points and first in the last 2 weeks. I guess this is technically another feature as well. I think this was on the last NBA show. I believe we talked about this, but if you missed that one where we all cashed on quickly points, the L2W means last 2 weeks. So over the course of the last 2 weeks, Golden State has been first overall in allowing the fewest points. And he's on back-to-back. So Rudy Gobert is going to be playing. So if he's a center and Rudy Gobert is a starting center. So I was kind of worried about if Rudy Gobert wasn't going to play, if Naz Reid was projected to start, but he's not projected to start. He's got 2 zeros here. 29 minutes, 28 minutes. I mean, he's getting starter minutes here. 28, 32, 29. But I think Gobert might have been out these games. Look at this one here, Chicago. So we did add a new feature, if you didn't know about this one as well. We added this like a month ago, but you can actually click the calendar on the player page when you see the bar graph, and you can go to previous games. So what I want to do though, just for the sake of the show of not jumping around on screen, is I want to go to this 122 Chicago game on Thursday of last week. Bulls, Timberwolves. Yeah, so Naz Reid is the 6th man, so he's the first guy to come off the bench. And even though Rudy Gobert, the starting center, still had 34 minutes played, Naz Reid still had 29. I know it's on back-to-back as well, but the problem is if it's back-to-back, Rudy Gobert, who has only played 8 out of the team's last 10 games, they may give him some more rest on a back-to-back, which will make Naz Reid play more. So I can't say I'm in love with this one. Too many things are telling me no. Yeah, I'm worried about him getting more time. And I know that Golden State has the best defense on guarding centers, but this is also just shy of the 15. We're going to put that in our back pocket. Look at Denny here. So Denny's questionable. Only played 7 of the team's last 10 games. Averages 27 minutes. Let me go to this last game. It's not a back-to-back. He didn't play Sunday. Portland played Saturday. No. Friday. So yeah, he did not play in this game here. That's why it's not showing any data. He didn't play here. It's a game he missed. But he missed due to a low back strain. And this would be his first game since missing that game. And we're not going to touch someone who's questionable, and it's the first game coming back from not playing due to an injury. So we're going to X that one. We're not versing a red offense on an over. So then we get down to Anthony Black, who should be in the running for 6th man in the year. This guy, when he gets the opportunity, has done well with it. So if we look at all of these green ones, right? What do they all have in common? I know I'm going pretty quick, but I don't know if you can tell. So all of these greens in the last 10, he all has 34 minutes or higher. Here he has 21. Here he has 28. And this is the one outlier where he played 38 minutes, shot 2 for 11, only got 5 points. So his minutes projection is 35. I think so. Is that I know Suggs is back. Okay, so Franz is out of this game. So so Franz is not playing. So they're gonna do a lineup of Jalen Suggs, who just came back, one game. He played 24 minutes. Anthony Black, Desmond Bane. This is an interesting lineup. But projected to get starter minutes. Remember, there's only one game in the last 10 that if he's played 34 minutes or more and not covered this line. Minus 5.5 is what we like to see. Orange. Anthony Black. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you need to look up, I don't care what platform you search it on, or you just Google it. Just search Anthony Black dunk. This guy dunked, I think it was I don't know if it was the London game or the Germany game in Berlin, but he dunked on 4 players, and it was the craziest in-game dunk I've ever seen. And it's the most viewed NBA highlight this season by a mile. Definitely check that out if you haven't seen it yet. It's crazy. So I'm curious if we can find a line lower than 15.5. Oop, wrong one. And we can. Hard Rock and BetMGM. Even better. So I was already considering it 15. Like it even more at 14.5. So sometimes, as long as you have the guidelines tattooed in your brain, the checklist, what do we have to look for? What does he teach us in every video? How does he go from A to Z? How does he go on deciding something? As long as you're doing that, you're going to find great decisions. Now, it's impossible to have all great decisions hit, but as long as you know that you're going through every check, not cherry picking, not saying, well, it checks 2 out of 6. No, this play checks this box, this, and this. You're going to have a much better time betting than people who are not following the guidelines. A much better time. But I think that's what we're going to rock and roll with for this one. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, mainly in the Discord as well, about these new features we added that you guys requested. And if you have any new features you would like to see, just let me know in the suggestions channel in Discord. Good luck, everybody, and we'll see you guys on the next one.